Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity 2. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we continue exploring the Temple of Tangaloa, the ruins of the Temple of Tangaloa, of this island, of the area around Nekataka. So I think we completed the quest. I'm not really sure. I was looking before, and I think, well, we need to go back to Nekataka, but I think we completed the particular quest that sent us here to explore the islands and whatnot. In last episode, we found the fate that basically had befallen all the people that lived over here, and they had basically turned into lunatics, driven mad by famine, I would say, because they had water, they just didn't have food. And I think this guy was about to get eaten. Yordu over here, red-handed. You find a middle-aged dwarf tied to a post, a pile of bloody refuse scattered at his feet. His beard is a matted mess, and his face is streaked with dirt. Despite his haggard state, he twists against his bonds when you approach.
Bless your niggas. You're just in time. Another moment more and I would have been dinner.
Thank you for blessing my knickers. That's very nice of you. Who are you?
Jordu, red-handed of the Impostors Lament. Well, formerly of the Impostors Lament.
He laughs a little too loudly.
Something of a lifelong deckhand I am. Picked up cooking in the last few months, too.
Oh,
Meat's my speciality. On account of well, you know, the business here. With the cannibalism.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what happened here?
It's a right sorry tale, I'm afraid to say. Our ship, a beautiful ship she was too, ran aground in a storm. Waves so high we couldn't see a damn thing, you understand? Come to discover this here island's about as barren as an ancient lecher's bed. Not a scrap of nothing edible on it. And none of us were especially keen to take our turn about a wheel, so...
He trails off, unable to meet your eye.
As the months wore on and no one came looking for us, we started running low on crew and, victuals. I think what few of us were left here at the end might have gone a little nutty.
Okay, well, I'm gonna untie him.
My wrists thank you mightily.
He takes a moment to flex and bend his hands, working the circulation back into them. His lips twist into a grimace when he runs his fingers over the deep bruises the rope left.
Say, you got a ship? Couldn't get here without one, right? You by chance have any spots open for an old dwarf like me? I might not look it, but I'm a deft hand with the rigging. Can even cook some.
Yeah, welcome to the crew of the Astute, then.
I owe you one, Captain. A death like this, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to repay you. You like stew? I got a great recipe. Flavor's real different, like nothing you ever tasted. I'll make it for you. You know, in thanks.
He gives you a quick wink and a nod before heading back to the ship. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not a great thing that he has that is not specialized, but it's good that he's sort of versatile. So that's nice. And he has a debt to us that he's never going to be able to repay. That sounds a little bit bad. I release him of his debt if he wants. I don't think he does. Ooh, what do we have over here? We didn't come back this way. Some of the bones in this pile are cracked and bleached with age. The age is older than the blood all over the place. These people don't... I mean, they probably don't want the blood all that much, just to make some of the dishes and whatnot. There's dishes that are cooked with blood. I'm not really sure if I know any. I was listening the other day about this, and not cannibalism specifically, but just cooking. And yeah, there are some dishes that are quite famous actually, but I just never have them. Portuguese cuisine does have some. Oh no, I forgot. Can I change the name again? I don't think I can. It's fine. We have a save. Do we have an autosave? Well, it doesn't matter. We have a save anyway. Yeah, Portuguese cuisine does have some dishes with the that's that one. with blood in them, but they're not really international. I can't really say the names and you'll just know because you won't. So, you know, it's not like Fragra or something. Fragra doesn't, that's not with blood. So what I wanted to name this island here, Angfor, is the first victim, as far as I can tell. Months have passed? Yeah. So there's a first victim up in here first. Corral's magic. None have survived the amputation since Corral's tragic passing. So, oh, actually, I could name it after Angfor. I don't know, because if I want to go with the traditional Angfor's Folly, that you know, that's, I like that one. But I'm gonna go with Corral's Bane, and we're just gonna honor the first passing. Oh, as far as we know, anyway. So I'm thinking the autosave is before we we named this island. I forgot because that's a lame name. Otherwise, we're gonna need to do that again, which is not great. There it is. Corral's Bane. That sounds like a good enough name. So, there was a thing. Did you see? There it is. Mapping of the archipelago for Port Marget. That's the one. I have charted both the islands in this region. Sansa will want an update on my progress and the opportunity to fill out his charts. He'll be waiting for me at his shop in Queensberth in Nekataka. So in Porter's Lament, have I been there? Amira's Whisper. Let's go there. Amira wasn't it? Yeah, I think they were one of the characters in the book. A light fog curls around about your ankles. Breathless, whispering voices call to you from the darkness. They cry in half-uttered sentences, in moans, gurgles, and screams. What few words you can make out among the chorus beg for mercy, for an end to their pain. Wisps wind around your torso and cling to your skin. The cries become shouts, and the chorus screams. The fog thickens until you see nothing but its swirling, ghostly shape. Dark forms appear in the fog. They encircle you one moment and disappear the next. I'm gonna say this. I could ask Shodi, but who's there? Show yourselves. In an instant, the shrieking gale ceases and shapes stutter to a halt. They linger for a moment, flickering uncertainly, and then coalesce into a greater darkness and rush towards you. No, keep the greater darkness away. No, I don't want to see that. No, dang it. Oh well. As long as it's not a big blob of... Hi. No, it's just shades and things. Shadows. Sure, it's all fine. Hey, I should take care of it. Right? I think it's gonna be all right. I can't see the... That doesn't have a range? I thought it did have a range. Like this one does. Should be fine. There we go. And I can do Blast of Frost, that is full AoE. So that's perfectly acceptable. And I can do some of this. It's always nice. Oh, overkill is what it is. Okay. And now I have a dragon. Who wouldn't want a dragon?
What can I do?
You can. Not too much, actually. Let's do this. Are these guys immune to anything? They're not. They really don't like fire. They are immune to frost, though, so... Eleways.
Makes no difference.
Is the name of that thing. There we go.
I'm here.
It made plenty of difference. Eloise's locket. Oh, that's the white that we saw. Plus 10 accuracy against spirits, plus 1 intellect. That's not that good. I wonder if it's a quest or something. Yep, let's get out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that name. I'm trying to... Well, actually, we should probably look it up. Eloise. Eloise. That is not a quest. Told you it wasn't a quest. Let's go over there to Imposter's Lament. Waves batter a splintered hull that doggedly refuses to sink. Whoever abandoned this may have left something behind. It's for looting. And, cannon. Ooh, hognose. I don't need those. Lager. That's always nice. Hammer and chisel. Flint and tinder. Hammer and chisel. And that's about that. Off we go. That was perfectly acceptable. Now, we need to go back to Nekataka. Not to Port Marget. So here we are. Who's that? That's a Principi. It's pirates. And we got Valario's Rest. That's Nekataka. Let's look at the map over here. And trading companies and all that sort of stuff. Merchants. So, yep, we're just going to Nekataka. Sounds good to me. Let's do this. You're gonna find your way? Heck yeah, you are. Pressed F, and it slowed down. Is there any indication, apart from just how fast the game literally goes? Let's do another thing, though. Known sailors. Yeah, because you don't have room. Wait, I can do that? No, I can't. Right. This guy, yeah, of course. So what is he like? 2 deckhands. That's not too bad. Yeah, it's never going to be amazing, but it's not too bad. It's perfectly acceptable. So we've been here. Have we been here? Maybe multiple times. Villain Trading Company. Sure. Deadfire Merchants. Little sloops going around. Mother's Bane. See, one of them, that was definitely my name. Just everything somebody's Bane. Just name everything's Bane. Got some hagfish and all that. Okay, here we are now. In Nekataka. This journal system is amazing. I love it. We can... wait for that. So let's see. We can go to Serpent's Crown. Yeah! Finish that quest. Or that bounty. Serpent's Crown is up there. Oh, wait. Maybe I should wait a little bit. So, on the upper floor of the palace. So, Kahanga Palace rooftop. Because there's 3 levels to the palace. The rooftop is the 3rd one. And then there's the 2nd and the lower level, as far as I can tell. I don't think I need to... I could talk to Her Highness and see if she's going to say anything. I don't think so, because we haven't done her mission yet.
Watcher, I
Of
hope...
course. Of course. So, this is the upper floor. And we go down to the upper floor. You might notice some changes in the way the sound works, by the way, in regards to the volume. Starting this episode, I am using a different setting to control the volume automatically. When I talk, the volume of the game goes down a little bit. It's not perfect yet, because I wanted to use it as a threshold rather than as an actual negative offset. But unfortunately, OBS doesn't really seem to be working with it as a negative offset. So I'm just sort of tweaking things.
The belly of the great eel roars with hunger. Will you help Barati to calm it?
He breathes heavily and stares from under a furrowed brow. Yeah, I've dealt with the Sheila.
With joy, not hunger, does the great eel lash its mighty tail. Sheila has sated the beast for now.
Barati passes you a pouch of coins and clasps your hand hard. Other bounties?
The jaws of Tangaloa gnash about a Rawatine captain named Ohiro.
He folds his arms and closes his eyes, exhaling sharply.
His cannon fire echoes in the ears of slumbering gods. The beast cries out for a more restful Deadfire.
Sure, I'll take the bounty.
Akira, you chose wisely. Ohiro sails the junk Stone Anchor, south of the Kua-o-Rikuhu island chain due east of Nekataka. The gods will thank you for quieter seas.
Barati inclines his head and touches his brow. Interesting. He called him a beast, and I was sort of lost for a little while because I was like, wait, what? No. But then I remembered what I was thinking of about before, which was the fact that he was a captain, because the first line said immediately Ohiro being a captain and all that sort of stuff. So maybe he's just really mean. Beast can be an insult, can be used as an insult. He doesn't really get used like that.
Well met.
In English all that much.
Well, goodbye.
Yeah, bye. The best dialogue. Hail and well met. Goodbye. Hell, well, he said, well, goodbye. Anyway, more quests here in Nekataka. He waits in fire, and I don't want that. Fruitful Alliance. Bounty, no, that's not. Okay, this is the one. Queen's Birth in Nekataka. He'll be waiting for me at his shop in Queen's Birth. Off we go then. There's no way. I wish there was a way to just access the world map from here. I mean, it's not that long, but access the world map from anywhere? I mean, I get spoiled, don't I? Back in my day, you'd be playing Baldur's Gate with no fast mode, and no well, actually, no. This is basically like Baldur's Gate. You have a town map. It's exactly the same. In fact, Baldur's Gate would be faster, because you wouldn't have the... Who do I need to talk to? Sansa. Sansa's map emporium. Off we go. You wouldn't have this. You just go there. You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself, the narrator would say. Oh, but wait a minute. Ashley Johnson also says that in this game. I think I've heard it. Does she say that? Oh, I hope she does. She just makes every line better, obviously, because, you know, it's Ashley Johnson. Every line is made better. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been here. Hey, Caleb. What's up, little boy? I suppose. Caleb, is it...
Welcome back, welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope. How might I assist you?
Well, I can't answer his question, then. I've got some material for your book.
Ah, how exciting. Let's see here. Oh, goodness, that's not what I was expecting. And so close to Porto Mage.
Oh, yes.
You've done wonderfully. Ah, this book will be the best thing since Cassini's adventures, and that was all romantic rubbish. Here, your pay, my friend. We're only getting started, of course. There's more to see. Tikawara next, I think. How does that strike you? It's a little Huana village out to the southeast. 3 islands this time, all nameless and unloved. They form a little triangle around Tikawara, if you squint. I'll be waiting.
I think I've been to Tikawara. I'm not sure, though. The name doesn't... When he said Tikawara, I'm like, yeah, I've been there. But I don't remember the islands. Maybe I've been to the islands, maybe I've cleared them all. I'm trying to remember if I named the islands in any other occasion apart from the 2 naming that we just did, or the quest that we just did. Either way, that's where we're going next. The courier is calling. Maya needs to go to the Brass Citadel here in Nekataka. Sounds like a thing we can do. Fast mode engage, and off we go. This is such a... This is my... honestly, this is my favorite quarter of the city, this one. All the architecture is nice and tidy, easy to understand from up top, which is important. Who do I need to talk to? Atsura. Yes. So that would be Imperial Command lower. Right? We go down. We go into the Brass Citadel and we go down. I think so. Either way. If it's not one, it's the other. Honestly, yeah, it's just... I like that area a lot. And it's also the area that has the waterfall, and it's all nice. I love it. It's pretty good. And it's good that it's the first one as well.
As far,
She scratches the back of her head.
This is where we part ways. For the moment.
Unacceptable. What's going on, Maya?
Atsura will want me to report in alone. Sorry, it's company business. I might not be back for a few days on account of this.
Maya chews the inside of her cheek and reaches into her pack. She produces a sealed missive.
I'm supposed to handle this one alone. I won't ask you to come along or get involved.
At first it seems like she's looking down at Ishiza. In fact, Maya is looking down at her feet. She is asking me to come along. Is that what she's doing? I hope that it is, because it's a cool character moment. I think it is. I'll go with you, Maya. Where are we bound?
When I said I won't ask, what I mean is you aren't invited.
Dang it.
This is a one-woman, one-bird kind of job. If you miss me, chat with the fishman. I'm sure he's got some stories.
And she nods towards Takeo, obviously.
May you return with a good one.
He crosses his arms and raises his brow.
Go have fun. Chase a god, save an island. Do what you do best, Captain.
Try not to get yourself killed.
Awfully sentimental of you to suggest it. I'll do my best.
She nods to you, holding your gaze for an extra moment before she clicks her tongue to summon Ishiza.
Word?
I don't like this.
I heard there has a newie sending for the gunhawks.
I saw one shoot once. Hit a lurch shark in the eye from 200 feet away.
I don't like this at all. She left with the equipment, which is a good sign. At least I think she left with the equipment. And it's a good sign because it's... I didn't ever notice that we have arrows over here. Because that means that we'll be okay. Huh. The courier's calling. Maya needs to return. Maya left the party to deliver a missive on her own. She assures me that she'll be back in a few days. Yep. I'll just hang out over here. How is it a few days? So we got a 26-hour day. I can just keep waiting. I really like that it's 26 hours. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in the first game. But then this game already has a book about that. Huh, maybe it's 27. This keeps going back. Either that or I'm not doing it right. 3 days is more than enough. Katsura? Oh, we're gonna need to rescue, aren't we? Katsura folds his hands and cocks his head, watching you like an especially thoughtful bird of prey. He waits several seconds before speaking.
I must thank you most humbly for your help. You've rendered Okaya and all of us a great service.
Within ruins and soul devices are something of a hobby of mine. Yeah, let's go with that.
A rare speciality, and an extremely valuable one. But I called you here to discuss another matter.
His eyes flash, and an eager smile creeps along his face.
A great injustice plagues the archipelago, and we have an opportunity to end it. A thriving slave trade disrupts the Deadfire. I've determined that it's being run from the island known as Crookspur.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I did that already. This is not... I think we might have... I'm not sure. What's the Royal Deadfire Company's interest in slavers?
Getting rid of them.
He purses his lips and primly turns up his nose.
Slavers sow chaos wherever they ply their unsavory business. They uproot communities, disrupt trade, and attract the vilest criminals. Unfortunately, they've been allowed to operate here for years.
What do you mean by allowed? He glances at you through hooded eyes, a sneaky grin playing at his lips. He quickly suppresses it.
Why, if the Juana had marshaled their forces, the slaver problem never would have reached this extent.
He spreads his hands in an innocuous gesture, as though this should be obvious.
That it has is a failure we must lay at the feet of the Kahanga royals.
He sniffs dourly. I agree. They should have stopped this.
2,000 years ago, our people began the conquest of Rawatai. The land was new to us. Many of its inhabitants were better equipped.
He tenses his fingers and raises his eyebrows. Takeo raises his finger to speak up, but slowly lowers it. Huh.
But we overcame them. We were unified where they were scattered. And we were not content to huddle in cliff caves and subsist. We were determined to make a better life for ourselves.
Sounds like you stole land and livelihood from a lot of people.
Were we less deserving of these things simply because we arrived later?
A hint of anger flares in his voice and flashes in his eyes. Yeah, this is basically the conversation that we had before. I'm not sure if it was with him, though, but with other Rawataians.
Besides, the country we built was stronger, with roads, irrigation, and weather guards. For us, as well as the people, we organized.
He blinks quickly, collecting himself, and forges ahead.
The Valians and the Principe will tear Deadfire asunder, and the Juana will stand by and let it happen. So, we must do everything we can to defend the archipelago and its people.
He stands a little straighter, drawing his shoulders back.
We shall ensure that the slavers do not return by stationing one of our most elite fleets at Crookspur.
He watches you as he explains this, eyes searching your face. They have done this already. Why are you telling me this?
You're prudent, results-oriented. You strike me as someone who can appreciate the grand vision.
Which is to say, he's manipulating me and trying to make me not look at the little vision. He pauses a few seconds too long after he says this.
And by continuing to work together, we can achieve both our objectives. A more stable Deadfire, and a meeting with Aothas. In any case, our attentions are now focused on Sayuka for now. I'm sure the Hazanui will summon you when the time is right.
The Hazanui. Is she upstairs? I never know. Farewell. So I guess that's that. Did we actually get a quest update? We didn't. The courier's calling. Nope, that was the one before. Oh, Maya, where are you now? Anyway, we're out of time for the day, so for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this is a tiny little party. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.